Well, happy weekend, Knicks Nation. I hope that you're enjoying your weekend and that your weekend is safe. Happy MLK weekend. Um, Blessings upon those that are working in the healthcare field with the first responders, trying every day to save lives, even on the weekends. Be careful out there. Those that pick up garbage for us to keep streets and sidewalks and parks clean and disease free. Those that make deliveries of food and water and mail for our convenience, as well as those men and women out here trying to help rescue, deliver, and recover the teenagers and children that are the victims of child molestation and pedophilia. The victims also pornography, child pornography, prostitution, child prostitution, human trafficking, and sex slavery. Double curses on the perpetrators, double curses on the profiteers, and double curses on the perverts that create this really disgusting industry. Finally, blessings upon the homeless. There are nearly 600,000, men, women, and children, mostly children, that are without roofs over their head, and millions around the world in similar or worse conditions. Blessing upon, for theirs is the kingdom. I just got finished watching the game. Good evening to and welcome to Flizzy Flex, or the name Nancy, sister Miss Nancy Stevenson. Hello, Steve Mendez, Jim Adino, Kanalban Lawa, also Russell Reed, Black Above Reality, Blair V, my man Andrew Abraham, King Ribby RM, the only DM Dawson, Richard Vance, Russell Reed, Cherokee Indian, my brother. Greetings to all of you and more. So last night there was a basketball game. The New York Knicks defeated the Washington Wizards 112-108, and that was their second straight win. And it was an ugly win. It was an ugly win. Several things. First of all, let's start off where one of the areas, 15 assists for the team. No good. But, they grounded out. Brunson came up, clutch as usual. Randall was steady as a rock as usual. RJ was, he was all right. I mean, he was 1 of 3 from 3, 7 of 13 from the field. He was efficient in that regard. But he scored 17, 5 personal fouls. Refs, I think, were calling some dumb calls, which caused Mitch Rob to foul out. Whenever Mitchell Robinson doesn't foul out, then this can really win the game at the end because he's totally the defensive anchor. But when he does foul out, it creates some issues, as it did in that game. What's good, RC? How you doing? So it was an ugly win. McBride is 8 minutes last night. Again, he was minus 15. He just can't seem to get in the rhythm, and I could totally understand why, because his minutes aren't consistent. But I am not that concerned about it because I really am happy that Tom has the 9-man rotation that he wants, because if he sticks, which I believe he is, he's going to stick with this 9-man rotation. And as he sticks with this 9-man rotation, everybody will get a chance to play. Everybody's going to play. So they'll be all right. And I'm not worried. Honestly, I'm not worried about McBride in terms of his shooting. Some people have already declared him as somebody that can't shoot, which is very short-sighted, being that he's not getting any minutes. The young man can shoot the basketball. And as I mentioned to some of you who may not understand this concept, Deuce McBride is like Obi Toppin, is like RJ Barrett, in the sense that they are all rhythm shooters and they need consistent minutes to get their shot going in a good rhythm. If you don't give them consistent minutes, you pull them on and off, you're not, for the most part, going to get consistent shooting from them. Okay. What you will get is what the Knicks have gotten from both Obi as well as Deuce. You'll get their strength consistently. So Obi's strength is speed and running the floor. You'll get that because he could do that in his sleep. Deuce McBride, you're going to get elite defense because he could do that in his sleep. But as far as the shooting, they both need minutes and rhythm to be able to show what they can do as far as shooting. So I'm not worried about neither their shooting. And I look more longer term. I say it to y'all, and I said this in the last video, and I'm going to say it now. I'd like the Knicks to keep this team, this 9-man rotation, intact. Do not mess with it for the rest of this season. Do not mess with it next season. Because if they do that, they're going to be a 50-plus win next season. They're going to be upper echelon of the Eastern Conference next season. They'll be threatening this season with the 45 minimum wins that I told you they're going to get. But next season, they'll be 50 plus wins. See, and that's because of the continuity of this 9-man rotation. Right now, the Knicks are 14-6 since going to the 9-man rotation. And that's with the disruption of the injuries that we've seen to Obi Toppin and RJ Barrett. So just keep this and I want to give you an example. I was trying to find it. I want to give you an example of ridiculous trade rumors. Okay. And I want to show you why I ignore most of them. Because I do read some of them. I do. But some of them are so ridiculous. The rationale is so stupid. And I mean that if you read the article and seen the rationale written for the trade, you'd understand what I'm saying. You cannot just go by the name that's flashed at you. Okay? You can't just say, oh, that name, let's go get that guy because we like that name. Okay. Okay, listen. I want you, you know what, Andrew? I'm a natural educator. I'm a natural educator. So I just always am trying to educate. It's just what I do. Okay. So let me explain. There was an article written about a proposed trade for one Alex Caruso. Is his name Alex Caruso from Chicago, right? Y'all heard about that one? I'm trying to find it right now. It's from Alex Caruso, the Alex Caruso trade. Okay. Okay. And people are like, oh, yes, we need to go get him. You know, he's a decent player. But before you start running to that name and saying the Knicks must do this, let's exactly, but aside from that, in the article, I read the article, and this is exactly what it said. Since none of Jalen Brunson, Quentin Grimes, or Emmanuel Quickley are good one-on-one defenders, this trade makes sense. What was wrong with that statement? Let me say it again. This is exactly what was written in the article. Since none of Jalen Brunson, Quentin Grimes, or Emmanuel Quickley are good one-on-one defenders, then this trade for Caruso makes sense. Wait, did you hear it? First of all, in that trio, only Brunson is not a good one-on-one defender. Okay, only Brunson. So what is this writer suggesting? We should make this Caruso trade so Caruso could help with Brunson's defense? I mean, you understand? It's stupid. And yet you got people, I got people coming, we should look into Alex Caruso. And then the second thing we have to think about, see, I'm trying to educate you. When you get a trade proposal, okay, now you have to look at what the Knicks are right now. And don't look at it from the eyes of some of these idiots writing these trades, because they don't look at the Knicks the way you and I look at them as Knick Nation. I look at the Knicks as a 45-plus win team with a solid 9-man rotation that is 14-6 in their last 20 games and are solidly in the 6th seed in the East. That's the Knicks right now, okay? So in any trade proposal, what you have to ask yourself is, who in the 9-man rotation is going out? And when that person goes out, is the incoming player going to come in and play better than the one you're taking out? That's what you got to ask yourself. And when you ask yourself that question, you got to also consider we're in a new culture in New York. We're just not trading away players that we drafted. See, a solid culture on an NBA team that's a long-term sustainable winner is staying with players that you drafted. You know why? Because that shows your draft crew that you really respect what they're doing and that they know what they're doing. If you trade a guy that you spent time, hours, years drafting and developing, you just threw that away. You just wasted a pick. Kevin Knox was the last pick we wasted. And a lot of people, including myself, at the time that they chose Knox was like, nah, that wasn't a good choice at 9. Like we had both the Bridges kids there, right? We had Shai Gilgeous-Alexander available. There was at least 4 players that were available at 9 that year that we could have chosen above Kevin Knox. And even John Calipari said he wasn't ready for the league at that time. Okay, that was our boy Fizz Goggles and Scott Perry picking Kevin Knox, and that was a wasted pick because we ended up trading him, right? So you're trying not to waste a pick. Okay, you're trying not to waste a pick. And so we drafted Obi Toppin, and all of these people just flippantly say we can trade Obi. Stick with NBA 2K and not with the league, okay? It's definitely not with the Knicks, okay? That's no, because we picked Obi. The thing is about Obi Toppin that many people are not paying attention to because they're not really paying attention when they threw this crap up against the wall and hope it sticks, is Obi is very happy being in New York. Can y'all get witness? Is there a witness out there? Do y'all think Obi is very happy playing in New York? I remember an Obi Toppin on the night he was drafted was so overwhelmed with emotion that he was crying his face off because he was drafted by the Knicks. That he would have that Cleveland was interested in him, and he really was happy they passed on him because he wanted to come to New York. That's a guy you want to keep. That's part of your culture. Now, he's happy in New York, number one. IQ, I think we can agree also. Do y'all agree that Emmanuel Quickley is his best friend on the team? That him and Emmanuel Quickley are like brothers, like they're like close, like freaking frat, these two kids? Okay, so he's happy being in New York. Emmanuel Quickley is best friend, and he is not complaining about his minutes. He's not complaining. I thought about a year and a half ago, I did a video talking about that problem because I felt like he's an all-star talent and he's going to want starters money and starters minutes. That's always an issue with a guy that's talented like that. But in his case, he's happy being in New York. He's happy coming off the bench and getting 17, 18 minutes a game. He's happy with Emmanuel Quickley. They buddies. He's happy with Tom Thibodeau. He's not complaining about anything. So this is a guy you could get in a contract for between 12 and 14 million a year, and he's going to be happy with that, and he's not going to be looking for more. So why would you trade such a guy? You got him. Okay? You got him. Now, all of a sudden, if the summer comes and you start to hear Obi's people saying, we want to start somewhere. Well, now you got a different scenario. Now you could talk about trading because the player himself is letting you know, I want to leave. I want to go start. And that's the same situation with Emmanuel Quickley. A lot of people can't get it out of their head that when every trade comes up, it's not the Knicks initiating the movement. It's not the Knicks initiating the rumor. The Knicks want to keep Emmanuel Quickley. They do not want to trade him. Even before this winning streak, he was an important piece of the Knicks, and he still is. Okay. The issue that I brought up in terms of a possible trade is because I feel like Quick is so good that there's at least 4 teams he can start for and be the man. Like he can be the Jalen Brunson on several teams. He could be the Jalen Brunson in Miami. I was interested in watching the Wizards game and watching him go against Delonte Wright against the kid from Washington. I'm thinking to myself, he could easily replace this guy. Quick could easily start. Easily. Or the other guy, he could easily replace those guys and start in Washington. He could do that. Okay. And if he's playing with Kuzma and imagine this, Emmanuel Quickley, Kyle Kuzma, you got Corey Kispert, who's really turned into a nice pro, Denny Avdija, and of course, Kristaps Porzingis, Daniel Gafford. That's a pretty nice team. That's a pretty nice team. That ain't no bottom dwelling team right there. See? And then we forgetting about Bradley Beal, who still can play. Okay. Bradley Beal could play. So that's all I'm saying. So that's my concern that Quick would say, listen, I think I can get better opportunities on another team. I think I can get better opportunities somewhere else and go over there and play. That's all I'm saying. My point making to y'all is that's the only scenario in which Quickley would be traded. Quickley's initiated because Quickley wants it. You understand? It's not that the Knicks are saying, well, we better trade him because, we can get something better for him. That's how some of these writers put up. The Knicks might be able to use him and get off of somebody's contract. I'll be like, what kind of crack you eyes on? I mean, what, did they just got to write stuff and hope it sticks? I mean, what the hell? I was like, what is going on, man? What's good, MH? Picks for Timmy too. What's up, y'all? So that's what I was like, I don't understand that. See, so that's what I'm saying. So to Quickley if Quickley wants to stay in New York, he gonna get his 72 million, 80 million. He gonna stay in New York. Okay, that's gonna happen because he's worth all that money. See, so that's why I'm saying when they come up with this BS, I'd be like, why would anybody listen to this? And when somebody says, what do you think about this trade? And I'd be like, seriously? Sometimes I am so disgusted by the wasted effort that it took to even write that crap that I don't even want to bother answering it. I think Obi's going to stay in New York, and I think Obi is going to sign back in New York, and he's going to get somewhere between 12 and 14 million a year. The only way Obi is traded is if a superstar is involved. That's the only way. See, for a superstar, there's no untradeable asset for a superstar. Okay, there's none. You're talking about a top 5 player, top 5, top 10 player. So when you're talking about a top 5, say Luka Doncic, again, I bring him up like Luka Doncic or Luka Doncic, Joel Embiid, Kevin Durant, the Joker, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I consider him a superstar. I wouldn't go after Dame. He's a little old in the tooth for me right now. But no, I'm not doing that. Who else? I'm still considering Kawhi Leonard, that dude. Not Zach LaVine. If I can get, Giannis Antetokounmpo, obviously. LaMelo Ball. Those type of dudes. Now, if you're talking about those, thank you, BK New York trade, D Rose, Cam Evans, especially. Agreed. He says trade away Cam, Evan, and iHeart, D Rose as soon as you can, and sign IQ and Obi as soon as you can. Exactly, my friend. Thank you for the $5. I appreciate it. But so if a superstar is involved, there's no off limits play. I don't consider Cat a superstar. Cat's a star. Cat's an all-star. But I don't consider him a superstar because I don't know. He ain't showed me that heart yet to carry his team. Okay. Look at it. Oklahoma City. They're coming from the bottom and SGA is just doing work. And where are they in the standings right now? Let me just see. Where is Oklahoma City? Because he is really, if they get another lottery pick with that kid, man, they're going to be, man. Right now they're 11th and they're only a game out of the play-in. That's where he got Oklahoma City right now. Okay. And don't let Holmgren come back because I'm not looking at Holmgren as a full-time starter. But if you can get 20 minutes a game out of Holmgren, you're going to have something. That's what I'm saying. And if they get this year, they get a lottery pick again. Oh my gosh, man. So yeah, SGA is that dude. But I'm sorry. I can't. Cat can perform during the season. He's a star. He's an all-star, all of that. But I'm not trading I'm not giving up Mitch Rob or Obi for him. I'm just not doing it. I'm sorry. And I'm definitely not giving up Julius Randle for him. I'm not doing it. Okay. Well, Pudge Nice. Can somebody bear witness? Did I tell you all about KP about a month or so ago? Did I tell you all to watch out for KP in the summer about a month or so ago? Didn't I tell you all that? Didn't I? Did I say that? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And I told y'all he was a different dude than left here before. Some of y'all was like, well, he left here and he was doing all this stuff. I told y'all he was a different guy. He's much more mature. He plays within himself. And he's still extremely talented. Okay? Yeah. There's that. And he's our dude. We drafted him. That's right. So, and right now, I don't see him coming for Julius Randle. I don't know what the Knicks would give up for KP. Maybe that's where Obi gets traded. See, maybe that's where Obi gets traded. Now, if you're telling me you're going to trade Obi for KP, I would do that. I would have to do that. I would have to do that because now I'm bringing Mitchell Robinson off the bench, and I'm having KP starting next to Julius Randle, and I'm getting rid of Emmanuel Ihart, not Emmanuel. I'm getting rid of Ihart. He's bye. Okay. And so, yes, I would do that. See, that, let me ask y'all. Now you have Julius Randle, Kristaps Porzingis, RJ Barrett, Quentin Grimes, and Brunson. Tell me that's not a top 5 team in the East next year. That's a top 5 team in the East next year. Okay. Lewis Luck, thanks for the tour. As long as KP's brother Janis stays in Latvia, okay. I think they figured that out, Lewis Luck. I think if you even, I figured it out when I heard him talk. He was when he first, this was before you, this is why I did the video. When I was listening to an interview he did, and the way he expressed himself and the way he talked and just the maturity level he has gained since he left New York. And then y'all read the quotes from this where he's like, I didn't realize no other cities like New York. I didn't realize how much I would miss New York. You hear that? So I'm saying to y'all, it's a different game right now. Okay. It's a different game right now. Okay. That's all I'm saying. Okay. All right. So that's why I'm saying watch KP next summer. Now look at this. KP has a player option next summer. He has a player option. Okay. He has a player option. Craig Ward, I can understand, and I said this at the time, and I'm going to say it now, I can understand people's concerns about KP's health. I totally understand that. But I'm saying he's going to get nicked up, but he's not as vulnerable as he was when he was here the last time, because he's learned. And that's why I say, when I say he's learned to play within himself, he's not trying to do things out of control to get himself hurt. That's what I'm saying. And he's taking care of his body much more, so he's playing with more experience. I guess that's what I'm saying. And so with that maturity and experience, he takes care of himself a little bit more. I would be more concerned with Kristaps Porzingis if he was having a lot of foot issues. See, if he's having a lot of foot issues, then I'd be very concerned, because no matter how good a shape you're in, if your feet can't handle the pounding, they can't handle the pounding. And that has ended a lot of careers, bad feet. Okay. His knee is fine. He hasn't had any problems with his knee since he left New York. So I'm not worried about his knee. And his game is not predicated on athleticism. The dude is 7'3" with gigantic wingspan. So it's not like he needs to be jumping all over the place. He's extremely intelligent and high IQ. So I can understand somebody's constantly, but I've been watching this kid and I'll be like, he's a different player. He's a different player, man. And I'm telling you, if the Knicks were to get him, man, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Okay. Right. And then I would have Mitchell Robinson coming off the bench for KP, and he would get a lot of minutes. Okay. So, and then that would also help Mitch Rob stay out of foul trouble. You know what I'm saying? So I like that game. You know what I'm saying? I like that game. So that's all I'm saying. We'll see what happens, but KP has a player option, so he can opt out next summer. Okay, he could opt out next summer, and if he opts out, the Wizards are going to want to do a sign and trade so he doesn't get lost for nothing. That's where the trade comes in. But we're going to have to match salaries. That's what I'm saying. We're going to lose the salary of Cam Reddish and Derrick Rose this year. That's $20 million right there coming to the books. And that's why I'm saying I'm not worried. Some of y'all still trying to figure out what we can get back for one of these guys. All I want back is expiring money. Can I get some draft picks with it? Yes. If I could do that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Guilford, you're right. See, that's what I'm saying. He wants to come back. I'm telling you, he does. I know he does. But can it work? That's all. Can it get done? So we'll see. We'll see. And I don't think he's going to get 30 million. Maybe he will, because the salary cap is raised. I think we can get him for 25 a year, which is why I'm saying it's important that we get Fournier, Derrick Rose, and Cam Reddish off the books, because right there, those three, that's 38 million. That's 38 million. Okay. That gets KP here. See, that's the salary you need. Okay. And so right now, if I'm the Don, I'm trying to get rid of these 3 guys. If I can get second round picks for them, fine. But I want salary. Give me expiring money for those 3 guys. If I can get some expiring money, we good. That's what I'm talking about. See? So we can get some expiring money, and then we'll have 30-something million to do a deal like that. Lewis, look, let Phil Jackson and Steve Mills handle the deal. Exactly. Let them handle it. You know what will happen, Lewis? Look, if they put Phil Jackson in charge of that deal, they'll be in the negotiating table, and you'll hear something like this. You'll hear something like this. Oh man, that's what you'd hear, something like that, you know. So he'd be falling asleep at the negotiating table. Oh man. Anyway. Yeah, so but that's a possibility. It's not definite, of course. It's a rumor, but I have been watching this for a minute, and I'm like, I could see that possibility, because I think KP wants to come back to MSG. I think he'd come back, and I think he'd play better, and I think he'd be a model citizen, and I think we wouldn't have any trouble with him. And I think the Knicks would be a top 5 team in the East. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, he'd be at the 5. Julius Randle would be at the 4. KP would be at the 5. He'd be a stretch 5. And then, of course, you'd still have RJ Barrett. You'd still have Jalen Brunson. And you'd still have Quentin Grimes. You'd still have them, you know. I don't know. See, this is the problem. See, Kuzma is strictly a power forward. He's 6'10". He's a power forward. He's a really good power forward. See, and he couldn't start for the Knicks. Where is he going to start? Where is Kuzma going to start? Randall's not going to start at center. See, so he's not the rim protector. See, you know, Thibs wants a rim protector at the center. So Kuz ain't leaving Washington to come off the bench. He's starting in Washington. He dropped 40 against the Knicks last night. See, so KP is a rim protector, my brother. He is. KP is 8th in the NBA in block shots, 1.5 a game. He's a rim protector in the classic sense. He is a rim protector. So let's not trip now. He is a rim protector, but and he would be perfect to play with Thibs' system as rim protector, no doubt. Okay, but as far as Kuzma, he don't fit with us. See, that's another name that somebody will throw out that makes no sense at all. He will not fit with the Knicks. Where is he going to play? If you think they're going to sit RJ for Kuzma? He's not a rim protector, so he can't play the 5. What you think, they're going to sit Randall for Kuzma? And Kuzma's not leaving Washington. Yeah, he declined. He could stay in Washington still, though. He declined his option. That's all it means, that he wants some money now. He wants some money. That's all. They're going to have to pay him. So, no. See, so I forget Kuzma. He's not coming here. He's going to go somewhere and start. I watch Atlanta. Atlanta, for some reason, has been trying to trade their power forward for years now. They've been trying to trade, what's his name? John something. They've been trying to trade him for years, man. For the last 3 seasons, they look like they've been trying to get rid of that brother. I don't know why, but they've been trying to get rid of him. John Collins, they've been trying to get rid of him for 3 seasons now. So I could see Kuzma coming in there. I don't understand the rationale. I see Kuzma and Collins as very similar players. So I don't know why they would do that, but they might. Okay. Yeah, I don't even know yet, but see, that's what I'm saying. I ain't involved with them. They ain't got nothing to do with the Knicks. Neither of those guys are coming to the Knicks. Okay, so now speaking of what the Knicks need, I talked to you about the superstars, right? So if we're going to make a trade, nobody's off the table when it comes to a true superstar. Somebody was trying to say Donovan Mitchell is that guy. I'm not saying Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell is a serious star. He might even be a playoff guy, maybe, except if he faces Jalen Brunson. if he faces Jalen Brunson, I don't know, he might be a problem. But I would not be giving up half my team, as they didn't, for Donovan Mitchell. I'm not going to do it. So Not that, no. Okay, but well, again, it's not really about what they do with IQ. It's about what IQ wants. See, Thomas Trunk said the most interesting is what they're going to do with IQ. It's not about what they do with IQ. It's what does IQ want. It's really, he's the power broker right here. If he wants to stay in New York, he will be in New York and do exactly what he's doing now. If he wants to start, he's going to have to leave, and he will if he wants to start. Okay, that it's up to him. It's up to him. All right. Yes, and that's to be determined. What is fair market value for Emmanuel Quickley? I don't know. See, that's to be determined. Okay, at least I think we would be able to get a definitely a draft pick and a nice young player. So, like I said, if we was going to Houston, send me a number one and send me back Tari Eason, and we can talk, and we'll be all right. Tari Eason, yes, send me back him, and we can talk. He'd be right there in the rotation where Emmanuel Quickley was. I can do that. No problem. See, so that's what I'm talking about. But they would have to establish what is IQ's market value. IQ, by the way, I don't know why nobody's mentioning him as a 6-man of the year candidate, because to me, there's no doubt he's a 6-man of the year candidate. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind he's playing better 6-man. I don't know that many people playing better 6-man roles than him, for a top 6 seed. I mean, I don't know, but I'm just saying nobody's mentioning him as, because he's a Knicks, but nobody's mentioning him as a 6-man of the year candidate. He is, to me, a 6-man of the year candidate. He's getting more minutes some games than Grimes, and I was watching the Grimes. Grimes' shot was off. If Thibs wants offense, he puts Quick in there. If he wants defense, he puts Grimes in there. If Grimes hitting his shot, then he'll keep Grimes in there. See, that's what he's doing with Grimes. See, you're trying to start trouble there. I'm not going to fall for it. I'm not going to fall for it. I'm not falling for it. But I will say this on another subject. There is a certain person that I had that I had done podcasts with that I can't do podcasts with anymore because that person started trolling my channel. Maybe some of y'all noticed that. And I had to actually block him from my channel because he was trolling my channel. And I ain't going to say no more, but you know who I'm talking about. So I left it alone. I said, man, life is too short to deal with a-holes, man. So I said, I ain't going to let you troll my channel. Negro, I'm not going to let you do that. Let's leave it there. But it's not my man, Jay Ellis. I will tell you that right now. My man, Jay Ellis, is still my man, Jay Ellis. But some of y'all know because you've seen it. That's why I ain't going to say nothing. Yeah, my man, Jay Ellis is cool. Right, that's what I'm saying. So, again, now let's talk about the draft a little bit. Now, y'all see we did a little video on Kris Murray yesterday. He is the number one target. Now, this is how I'm looking at the draft, okay? I want to give you my methodology to use a college term. I want to give you my methodology as to why, how I'm approaching the draft. Look, I don't know who you're talking about, so no, I'm not going to say it. But you won't see me on Jay Ellis's channel as much. I'll put it that way. And it's not Jay Ellis we're dealing with, okay? But let's talk about the draft. Kris Murray, to me, is the perfect candidate for the Knicks because he's mature at 22. He's fundamentally sound. He could play 3 positions. He can play the 2, the 3, or the 4. And not only can he play 3 positions, he's able, in my view, to guard 3 positions, the 2, the 3, or the 4. Okay, that's why I like Kris Murray. Okay, that's why I like Kris Murray. So, anyway, if we're looking at a developmental play, okay, because I'm looking at Tankathon, and like 90% of the prospects are 18 or 19. There's a few 20 years old thrown in there and a couple of seniors thrown in there. Okay, so I'm saying if we're not getting Kris Murray and we're going to go for the developmental dude, I would like to see the same attributes in the developmental dude. Okay, so if in the developmental guy, we're going to pick an 18 or 19-year-old. I'm looking for somebody that's at least 6'7". So somebody 6'4", 6'5", I think you would agree. We have enough 6'4", 6'3", 6'2" guys. We don't need another one, right? So I'm not looking for another guy that time. I'm looking for a guy that's at least 6'7". The 6'7" or better, he has to be able to at least play 2 positions, maybe 3 if we could get him. Okay, like so he's a wing, can play the 2 and 3 and guard the 2 and the 3. Be nice if he could do the 4 as well. I'd like him to be fundamentally sound. Okay, so some people you guys are referencing up. Some guys gave me some hints, and I looked at some and I was like, no. See, if they're a 5, forget it. I'm not drafting a 5. Okay, forget it. We already got respect at the 5. I'm not drafting a 5. Okay, forget it, all 5s, unless his name is Victor Wembanyama and we ain't getting him. So no. Okay, I'm not drafting a point guard. We are stacked at the point guard spot. We don't need any more point guards. We're trying to play quickly at the wing because we got too many point guards. Okay, so forget point guards unless it's Scoot, which we ain't getting. So Scoot and Victor are the exceptions, so we're not getting them. So I'm looking at wings that are versatile, that could possibly play all 3 positions, like Chris Murray can. He can play the 4, he can play the 3, and he can play the 2. Okay, and he can guard all of those players. So I want somebody that has that upside. And so if you guys are going to be looking at players that you're saying, well, Raw would like this guy, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at a guy that's at least 6'7". He could be all, 6'11", 6'10", but does he play at least 2 positions? Can he play the 2, the 3, or the 4? Can he play at least 2 of those? Can he guard both of those? Don't give me nobody that's all offense and can't play no defense. Y'all follow me? Don't give me nobody that's offense and can't play no defense. I need somebody that can play some defense, or at least has the upside to develop into it, has the will, the desire, and the talent to develop into it. And he's fundamentally sound. So, like, again, in the top echelon, the Thompson twins both have that upside. They're going to take some development, but they both have that upside. They're both 6'7". They can at least play the 2 to 3. But in their case, they could actually play the 1, the 2, and the 3. I think the young Osar can play 3 position. His brother Amen can definitely play the 2 and the 3. Okay, and possibly the 4. Possibly he'd be a small 4. But that's kind of, but we're not getting them. Both of those guys are going to be going in the first 6 picks. Okay, both of those guys going in the first 6 picks. See, that's all I'm saying. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anymore. Probably told y'all too much already. But so I'm looking at guys that are in that range. Now, there's this, and so when I go on, for example, when I go on Tankathon, I just click, when I look at the big board and I'm clicking shooting guards, small forwards, and power forwards, I'm looking down the list. Now, there's this kid from Ohio State, Bryce Sensabaugh. He's 6'6", so he's a little short, but he's 235 pounds. So I want to look more closely at him to see. Now, I did look at Max Lewis Guilford. I did look at him, and they got him projected at pick 28 out of Pepperdine, and I think that's about right. I think he might go a little lower than that. He definitely has the intangibles in terms of things we're talking about. He is 6'7". I looked at some video of him. He's 6'7". He's a little thin, but he's only how old is he? He's 20. So it's not like he's gonna grow. He's gonna grow something, but he's 6'7". He does play the 2 and he could play the 3. He could definitely guard the 2 and the 3. He's got a 6'10" wingspan. I'm not sure about him guarding 4s in the NBA. In fact, I'm not sure at all about that. He's got a nice shot. He's got a nice 3-point shot. I will give that to him too. So a guy like that is a developmental guy. He'd go in the G League and play a year there and see what we can get at him. So he's possible. He's all right, but he's not popping out at me. I'm gonna be honest. He's not popping out at me like a Mathurin did or like a Tari did. He could play though. I ain't gonna front. He could play. The video I said he's a surefire top 10 pick. I think that guy's on drugs. He's a nice player, and I think he has. In fact, I know he has upside. So he would be a developmental pick, a good developmental pick for the Knicks. That's the guy named his name is Maxwell Lewis out of Pepperdine. So I'm going to look more closely at him. I also looked at, I was trying, because you guys know the Don, right, by now. So if you know the Don, he's going to try to get something late first round and even second round that he ain't got to pay a lot of money for. You know that. He picked Trevor Keels last draft. So I was looking to say, okay, what's in the second round? And I'm looking down here, and I looked at this kid, Emmanuel Bates. Emmanuel Bates, right? Emmanuel Bates is an inefficient scorer right now. He'd be going second round. I can see that's a possibility because he can go in the G League and we could develop him there for a couple of seasons. Okay. Hey, Ruel, what's up? He could develop there for a couple of seasons. So he's a possibility. Emmanuel Bates is also slim. He's going to be 19. He's 6'9", and he's 190. Give him some G League time and a little time to develop his body a little bit, and maybe he can do 3 positions. To me, I got to look closer at him, but my first sense is he's Trey Murphy light. You know, Trey Murphy III, we loved him coming out of Virginia. We loved him coming out of Virginia. He's playing ball for real down there in New Orleans. He's a key piece in their rotation in New Orleans. And so I think of Emmanuel Bates as Trey Murphy light, but I got to look at him more closely to see if he has the IQ, because Trey Murphy III has tremendous basketball IQ, plus the length, plus he's tall, and he can guard and play 3 positions. That's the type of guy we're talking about. Okay, so yeah, and we still got Roku Jokovitis. So, you know, don't worry about a point guard. Please forget the point guards. Don't even mention point guards unless it's Scoop that we're getting. Forget the rest of the point guards. Okay, unless it's Victor Wembanyama we're getting. Forget the 5s. No 5s. No point guards, please. Nobody under 6'7", please. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about a Poole because he's a different player. He's 6'9". Poole is what, 6'3"? This is a different type of player. I want to see him. I'm looking at Trey Murphy. To me, at 6'9", with that wingspan, I'm looking at a Trey Murphy. And he's in a second round guy. So I like an Emmanuel Bates because that's the type of guy, if he can play defense, that the Knicks would love. They're getting him cheap second round. He's kind of a steal. They can put him in the G League. You know, there's a lot they can do with him. Okay. I don't know about Keels playing 1, 2, and 3. I'm not sure about that. I thought that Keels' ceiling, there's this guy on Oklahoma City that Keels reminds me of. He's further along than Keels. And he's only a little bit older than Keels. What's this guy's name? Dort. Y'all know Dort, right? Dort. I thought Keels' ceiling is Dort. Okay. Because, yeah, Dort. I forgot his first name. But that kid, they're about the same size, stature-wise, strong-looking kids. And I thought if Keels could be Dort, that would be tremendous. Okay. And Dort is undersized, but he's so strong, he makes up for it, and he's got a solid 3-point stroke. If Keels can develop that, then we might have something. And that's what I'm saying. Let's let him. At this point, he's not ready. He's still the G League. He's still got time to develop. He's still a young boy. I think Keels is only 19. Isn't that right? Keels is 19. Am I right? He's a young boy. I mean, he's not even, I don't think he's 20 years old yet, is he? Let me see this boy. I don't think he's 20 years old yet. I'm going to tell you right now. Let me see here. How old is this boy? Keels is 19, man. Yeah, Keels is 19. He got time. I'm not worried about Keels. He got plenty of time, man. Give him another year in the G League and let's see what we can get out of him. Let's keep him in the G League and see. That's what I'm talking about. Long-term development play. You know what I mean? See what we got. So if the Knicks decide to go the development route this year, we're looking for something like that, like an Emmanuel Bates you could put in there. Yeah, and develop him down there in the G League. But to me, the best option is Chris Murray. You ain't got to worry about sending him to the G League. Okay, he might be on the end of the bench and get G League to get minutes, but eventually this kid is going to play. He's going to be in the rotation. He's just, I like him, man. I like him a lot. So, and he'd be fit perfectly, man. Very solid. Okay. Ant would be good. I ain't going to front. Ant would be good, but we got to see what happens. I am very reluctant to mess with Quentin Grimes. I'm very reluctant to mess with him. I think we got a future All-Star, a future All-NBA defender in Quentin Grimes. And so I'm very reluctant to mess with Quentin Grimes. And I am not trading RJ Barrett. So we have to see what happens there. We have to see what happens. Ant is a tremendous player. He's a tremendous talent. He really is a baby Jordan type talent, man. He really is. But we have to see what happens. That would be a tough one. That'd be a tough one because I wouldn't know what I was going to do. I would be reluctant to give up Grimes for him. Yeah, they're going to have to pay. They're really good to have to pay. I like Ant, though. That's a tough one. I like Ant. The talent is undeniable from Anthony Edwards. It's undeniable, man. He really is, that dude. I haven't heard much from him. Have any of you watched any of his games this year? Because I haven't really watched any of his games this year. I know that Minnesota, let me see, where they at in the standings, Minnesota. Minnesota in the West is 9th. So they're in the play-in right now. I don't know, man. Let me see what they're doing, man. Yeah, he's averaging 24 a game. So shoot, man, this kid, man, he's the real deal. He's shooting 36% from 3, 76% from the line. Oh, yeah. This kid is the real deal. He is. I can't front. I knew, and I didn't even look at his stats before just now, but I knew that he was going to be that dude. I mean, Anthony Edwards could play. There's no doubt. But dang, you see, there's a thing. Yeah, there's a thing such as continuity and flow is very important, y'all. I know it's tempting to look at a guy like that. I can understand. And if the Knicks did do a trade for him, I wouldn't say, oh, man, they shouldn't have did that. I definitely not going to say that. But at the same time, I'm looking at the continuity and flow of our 9-man rotation right now. And I really don't want to break it up. I really don't. Is Ant in his contract? Yeah, yes, he is, isn't he? He's eligible for extension next year, right? So if he declines, this is going to be interesting. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. This is going to be interesting because Minnesota, with all of the talent they have, I mean, they really should be doing better. Ant, Cat, Russell, Gobert, Jaden McDaniels, Noah, this Jalen Noah, he could play. And I'm like, what? They not really killing. They not really doing what I expected them to do. See, realistically, if you're going to get an Anthony Edwards, you're going to have to give up a Quentin Grimes. Minnesota, if you're Minnesota's general manager, what do you want? You're going to want Quentin Grimes. You're going to want Quentin Grimes. There's no doubt about it. You're going to want Quentin Grimes. Okay? No, chemistry is not, chemistry, Russell Reed, chemistry is underrated. Yes, it is. Very underrated. And it's extremely important in pro ball. Extremely important to get a nice chemistry. But you're going to have to give up picks and Quentin Grimes. There's no doubt that's what you're going to have to give up. And I'm very reluctant to do that. We drafted Grimes. He's fitting very well in our rotation. Especially, you got to see how far does he go with the Knicks this year. That's what I'm saying. Is he going to go farther than Ant is with Minnesota? If he does, I don't know. You could, I probably, that'd be a tough call. But I'd lean toward keeping Quentin Grimes if I'm the Knicks. That'd be a tough call. I'd lean toward keeping Quentin Grimes, to be quite honest with you. As talented as Anthony Edwards is, and I'm not denying this cat is the future deal. He's young, man. How old is Anthony Edwards? This boy is young. He ain't no old man. This cat can't be more than 22 years old. Let's see, how old is he? He's 21. See, that's what I'm saying. You ain't even seen the best of this kid yet. I don't know, man. Yeah. But I'm keeping Quentin Grimes. Q-Dog is my boy. I'm trying to tell y'all. Q-Dog is my boy, man. That's all I'm saying. Q-Dog is my boy. Salute, y'all. Q-Dog is my guy, though. I don't know, man. Shoot. I don't know. Nah, I'm not trading RJ for him. I'm just not. Nope, I'm not trading RJ for him. We could hang up the phone there. No. But Grimes is because, and why would I say that? Because to me, when you draft a player and you draft that player in the lottery, like an RJ, one of the things you should expect to get, especially if they're top 5, you're expecting that guy to be a cornerstone at his position for 10 years. Okay? right? So that's what you get it when you draft a player in the NBA in the top 5. You're expecting that guy to be a cornerstone for the next 10 years. That's what you're looking for when you're drafting a guy like that. So when we got RJ Barrett in 2019, we got him. So that year you had Zion, Ja, RJ, DeAndre Hunter, Darius Garland. Okay, that's your top 5 that year. Now, it's obviously Hunter's a nice player, but I wouldn't consider him a cornerstone in Atlanta, right? But Zion's a cornerstone when he can stay healthy. Ja's a cornerstone. Garland's a cornerstone, and Barrett's a cornerstone. Barrett's a workhorse, right? So you don't want to mess with that. That's what you drafted. You got him, keep him. Now, Grimes is the cornerstone also at the 2 guard spot, but he's only in his 2nd season. I don't know. Shoot, I'm keeping Grimes there. Hypothetical, would you trade for Jaylen Brown if he was available? That's a tough one also, Lewis. Look, thanks for the $5. That's a tough one. I don't know. That's tough. That's very difficult to say. Very, very difficult to say because Brown he's on that borderline superstar status. And so I don't know. I would have to say no. If I'm questioning it, I got to say no. See, if you ask me that question about Luka, I don't have to think twice, right? If you ask me that question about Giannis, I don't got to think twice, right? I don't got to think twice. That's done. Okay? If you ask me that question, right? Or if you're telling me I can get the chance to move up and get Scoop, done. Done. Booker is a great player, but I'm not going to automatically say done. I'm not giving up Quentin Grimes. I'm just not. Ja is that dude. See what I'm saying? There are certain guys that are just that guy, right? Ja is that guy. Period. End of story. Ja is that guy. Ja is that guy. Okay. See, so there's certain guys I don't have to think twice about. Yes, right. SGA. If Oklahoma City, Sam Presti was getting on the phone saying we want to trade SGA, I don't think he's ever going to do that. But if he did, we'd be talking. I don't think that's what I'm saying. The SGA thing I can't see happening because Presti's not stupid. SGA would have to ask him. They're not giving up. That's crazy. Okay. That's crazy. Okay. But yeah, I hear you, Blair. I can understand why you say that. But certain players I wouldn't have to think twice about. Luka, Antetokounmpo, SGA. Certain players we don't have to think twice about. Yeah, Sam Presti's a nicer Ainge. He's not as nasty as Danny Ainge is, but he gets the same results. See, so there's certain guys you don't got to think about twice. So that's what I mean. Oh wait, I think we lost. I think missed somebody. Hold on, Russell Reed. Thanks for the $5. Brian just scratching the surface quickness. Yes. No, with all seriousness, how many players in the NBA have a faster first step than Quentin Grimes? No, seriously, not that many. That kid got a first step like nobody's business, man. It is lightning quick. He get by somebody without thinking twice. And you just don't expect it when you're looking at him. He almost looked like a football player, right? Like he's muscular. His legs are muscular. He's about 6'5", but dude gets by you like a cat. And you heard Clyde even say feline quickness. He usually uses that for little guards. But when he said Grimes has the feline quickness, yes, he does. That cat got a first step like Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards got a first step like that too. But see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I'm keeping Grimes, man. But anyway, there's certain players, and there's probably 5 players, maybe 7, that I would say, okay, we got to do that. Like I said, we got to do that. But those guys are generally not available. Okay. Again, okay, so the Gary Trent rumors, that's another one. Now, Gary Trent would not be coming to New York to come off the bench. He's starting in Toronto. Who are you going to sit to start Gary Trent Jr.? And let me ask you something. Grimes is on a rookie deal. You'd have to pay Trent serious money. With the money that you're going to have to pay Trent, is he going to take you further than Grimes? I don't think so. You understand? So you got to think these things out. I can understand the interest because Toronto looked like they're getting ready to do a fire sale. Honestly, though, I wouldn't do a fire sale if I was Toronto. If I was if I was Ujiri, to me, what do y'all think? If you look at, I've seen a few Toronto games, and we're going to see a lot more. We're going to see one on Monday. What do you think Toronto's missing right now? I can tell you what I'm thinking they're missing, but I want to hear from y'all. What do you think Toronto is missing right now? I wouldn't do the fire sale. What are they missing? They're missing one thing to me right now. No, I can't. What is it? Oh, a center. Yeah. They're missing a good 5. That's right. They're missing a 5. So if I am them, I'm trying to get a 5. And so you can look at Orlando. You can look at Jonathan Isaac, right? They love length in Toronto. Isaac is 6'11". You could get him. You can look at Mo Bamba. You can go to Washington and look at Daniel Gafford, right? There's a few guys they could look at where they can get a serious. Right now they're playing Siakam at the 5. Okay, that's what they're missing. So they need a real 5. If they could get a real 5, and they don't have to get a superstar 5, they need a good 5. Right there, you go, Jay Sniper. They should be in the Miles Turner market. They should be in the Miles Turner market. If I'm Toronto, they should be in the Miles Turner sweepstakes. They should be. Although I have to believe that Indiana's going to re-sign Turner. I think they're going to kiss and make up, and he's going to get his money in Indiana. I think so. Because I think he really wants to stay there. I think he feels disrespected. Okay. But yeah, we can ship Hartenstein to Alaska, North Pole, send him out with Santa Claus, whatever you want to do. But trying to do it. But I would try to get Mo Bamba, Jonathan Isaacs out of Orlando if I could. I would try to get Gafford if I could. If I could convince Washington to give me him, I would do it. Somebody like that. You understand? A big man that's not necessarily a superstar, but you can plug in there and he could play. Right now, they're playing Siakam at the 5. Yeah. Actually, they did. They re-signed Bama for like 2 years, Ruel. A short-term deal. They re-signed him for 2 years, and he took the money. And so, so that's why he's there. But that's what I'm talking about. They need a 5. So I wouldn't blow it up. If I was Ujiri, I would not blow it up. I would keep it, and I would sign me a center. I would bring a 5 in there, and I would get a backup 5. Now there you're talking about Hartenstein. You want a backup 5, Masai? We got one for you. You can get him. Okay. I think Wood likes Dallas, and I don't think he's going anywhere. Yeah, I don't think Wood. I think Wood likes Dallas, and I think he's going to stay. So I don't think he's going anywhere. And I think Dallas likes him. So I think they're staying. I think he's a good. But that's the type of guy. Yeah, Craig Ward, I already see that. But to me, of the guys available, Orlando's overstocked with tall length, right? Overstocked. And so you can get something from there. You also got Gafford. There's the guy that's in LA that came from Washington. He's another guy, but he was hurt a lot. I don't know what his deal is, but he could play. I don't know if he's going to be available. But those are the type of guys. If I was Ujiri that I'm looking at, I wouldn't blow it up yet. I would wait another season and get me a 5 and see if I can make this thing work. That's what they're missing. They're missing a good 5. Okay. Y'all crazy. Oh man. Yeah, but we was talking about that. I think before you came on, Jay Snyder, Caruso wouldn't fit with the Knicks. He's not a fit with the Knicks. We're not breaking up our 9-man rotation for Caruso. Alex Caruso. We're not breaking up our 9-man rotation for Caruso. Okay. No. I wouldn't do it. So that's no. Yeah, right. He's still soaking his ankles from dealing with Brunson. He's still soaking his ankles from what Brunson did to him. That was dirty what Brunson did to him, shaking him up like that, breaking that poor man's ankles. Hey, did you see the chalk outline that's in Washington right now in the Verizon Center? Did you see the chalk outline? Julius Randle, he killed somebody. I think it was Gafford. Julius Randle killed somebody, man. They put the tape out. They put the crime tape out. The crime scene. They got the yellow tape out, and they put the chalk where that man's body was. The poor dude. I know. Randall, I was like, oh shoot. Randall committed murder, man. I said, where the chalk at? They got the chalk outline there. They got the crime scene tape up, because Gafford, Julius caught a body, man. Julius caught a body for real, for real, for real. Oh man, he caught a body, man. Woo! And Gafford, he's a good player. That's too bad, though. It's just too bad. Rest in peace, Daniel Gafford out of Arkansas. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, man. Now, but yeah, that's what. So yeah, Alex Caruso's not going to work in New York. He's not going to work. So and he's nowhere he could fit in the 9-man rotation. He's not going to take anybody's place in the 9-man rotation. So no. Yeah, I know. I know. Julius did that Scottie Pippen stare down on. Remember Scottie Pippen dunked on Ewing and he stared down. I was like, oh my god! Walked over him and messed. Oh. He did something like that to poor man Gafford, man. He just embarrassed that boy in front of his mama like that. That was terrible, man. Daggone Julius. I know. Julius doing dance without the braids. That's right, Cherokee. Thanks for the $2. That's right. Oh man. Oh God. I was like, dang, no, he didn't just do that. That was serious. It was clean too. I was like, dang. Whew. I don't want Tobias Harris. Why don't I want Tobias Harris? People are overrating Tobias Harris. If Tobias Harris was good, Philly would have won a chip already. They got a top 5 center in the entire league on their team. They got James Harden on their team. They got now Tyrese Maxey is a star on their team. Why aren't they the top of the East right now? I do not want overpaid, overrated Tobias Harris. No, thank you. And we're not paying him $40 million to come off the bench, y'all. Come on. We're not paying him $40 million to come off the bench. He's got 2 more years, like $38 million or something like that. Y'all crazy? Yeah, forget it, man. What's wrong with some of y'all? Come on, baby. And people say, well, he's really good. Somebody said there was some knucklehead said, if we got Tobias, we're going to the ECF. I was like, no, wait. So he's got Joel Embiid as his center. He actually also played with a prime Ben Simmons, and he has James Harden now, and they're not the top of the East. So you're telling me he's going to help the Knicks? What should we do at the deadline? Chill. What should we do? Have some wine and chill. That's what we should do at the deadline. Chill. If we can get salary and picks for Cam and Evan and D Rose, okay, give me some salary. I don't need nothing. No, we don't need no bench scoring. We just need to play this 9 and let them develop. We're gonna be fine. See, we just need to play this 9, let them go. We're gonna be fine. Okay, we don't need no more bench scoring. We don't need nothing. We need to just play this 9 and we'll be fine. We don't need to do nothing at the trade deadline, but chill. Have some wine, put some ice in it, get some sangria, and chill. That's it. That's all we need to do. Get some expiring money so that come summertime, we got $38 million and we might be able to get a superstar or something, something like that. But other than that, right now, don't do nothing. See, some of y'all like gamblers with money in your pocket. Man, when am I going to spend this money? Listen, man, sometimes you need to sit back and chill. I'd like to keep this same 9-man rotation through the end of this year without messing with it and bring it back next year without messing with it. Unless, of course, there's a superstar available. Now you change something. But other than that, no, bring back. Because I'm telling you, this 9-man rotation, 45 plus wins. 45 plus wins. You're catching me? 45 plus. Okay. And next year, 50 plus. Next year, 50 plus. Next year, same 9. Okay. Continuity is very important. No, Zach LaVine is not a superstar. If he was, Chicago wouldn't be. Where is Chicago? Where are they? Let's take a look. Where are they in the standings? I mean, with superstar Zach LaVine, where the heck are they? Where are they in the standings? Let's see. Where are they with superstar Zach LaVine? Where are they in Chicago? They are 11th. 11th in the East. 11th. They're not even 10. They're in 11th spot. So you think Zach LaVine's a superstar? I know he's trying to make the All-Star team, brother, putting up all kinds of shots. That brother hoisting jumpers, baby. He's trying to get that All-Star money. But no, I don't want Zach LaVine. Okay? Yeah, in the dunk contest. That's right. Him against Obi. Let's do it. But nah. Mm-mm. Oh, yes. Jay Sims, too. Oh, yeah, let's do it. Jay Sims could touch the top of the backboard with the ball and then dunk it. He wins. Yeah, I think LaVine is an all-star. He's going to be an all-star player. Yep. And that's exactly right. I agree with Jay Sniper. He's not a superstar. I'm not breaking up my 9-man rotation for him. See, you got to tell me, who are you breaking up your 9-man rotation for? Because we got a team right now. The Knicks got a team. We're going to win 45 games or more this year. So, and right now, I think they're on pace to win 46 games, right? So who are you going to break up that for? You better be somebody that's going to take us to the ECF, okay? You better be somebody going to take us to the ECF, okay? So that's all I'm saying. I just, yeah, LaVine, $200 million. Y'all crazy. The Don, thank goodness the Don ain't stupid. He's not going for it. I don't know about Angela. I kind of favor the unicorn. I mean, Angela. No, tell me, seriously now. Let's think about this, Angela. Let's think about this. So imagine this starting 5. So you got Kristaps at the 5, Julius Randle at the 4, RJ at the 3. You got Grimes at the 2, Brunson at the point guard. Mobb Deep is Mitchell Robinson, Obi Toppin, Emmanuel Quickley, and Deuce McBride. That's a top 5 team in the East. That's a top 5 team in the East. Top 5. Okay, top 5. That's all I'm saying. So, Angela, we got to think about that. Well, first, KP. Okay, here's the thing. KP is a player option, so he could be an unrestricted free agent. You know what that means, right? If he's an unrestricted free agent, we ain't got to give up nothing to get him. I'm thinking 25 to 27 mil a year. I'm thinking an extension of 4 years, 100 million. I'm thinking about giving KP Brunson money. He's going to be 28. So I'm thinking about, I'm not giving him 30 million a year. I'm giving him Brunson money. 104 million. Yeah, of course I want KP back. KP's a different guy. Y'all got to catch up, man. KP's a different guy. He's not the same guy that left here. He's a different guy. You don't laugh without knowledge, my brother. He's a different guy. He's not the same guy. And he would be a tremendous addition to the New York Knicks. That's right. That's what I'm saying. If you put Mitch Rob, Obi, IQ, and Deuce on the same that's all I'm saying. That be Mobb Deep on steroids. And now you add in KP, now you're talking about a stretch 5. That's a real stretch 5. Well, I don't know if that's a bad contract. Remember, he's got an option this year. This summer, KP he can opt out. Where you getting the Mr. Glass? Because he hurt his knee and let me see something. Hold on. I want to see his stats. Y'all talking about Mr. Glass. Like some of y'all just take rumors and run with it. Has he been hurt a lot this year? Let me see. Has he been hurt a lot this year? Let's see. I want to see KP this year. Y'all talking about Mr. Glass and all that. Let's see. KP has played a total of 27 games. Right? Am I right? No, right now he's played 38 games. How is that Mr. Glass? He's played 38 games this year. How is that Mr. Glass? I don't understand. Please explain that to me. He's played 38 games out of 42. He's missed 4. What's wrong with that? Yeah, he's not. I wouldn't consider KP Anthony Ambulance Davis. He's not in that. Y'all got to. I've been watching him. I don't know how many KP games you have watched this year. No, forget last year. This is this year. Last year, I'm telling you, I've watched him mature. I've watched KP from Dallas. I've been watching him. I got them on my league pass, and I've been watching them. And KP has matured, and he since he's gotten them, he's playing within himself. That's a different player now. He's a different guy. Well, if you watch Washington, you know he played 38 games. He ain't missing no games, so he ain't no Mr. Glass. That's for sure. Yeah, he's playing the system. I agree with that, but the system is built around him. You know. Right now, though, I'm not saying, see, some of y'all start thinking I'm talking about trade deadline. No. I'm talking about getting him as an unrestricted free agent when he opts out of his contract this summer. And I'm talking about paying him $100 million, and I'm talking about starting him at the 5. That's all I'm saying. That's all. But as far as right now, no, we don't make no trades unless we, like I said, we move in Cam, Evan, and D Rose. And we are getting expiring money back and draft picks. No, I don't want. No, pro Mo Bamba. He needs to start somewhere. He wouldn't start for the Knicks. He needs to start somewhere. He should go to Toronto. He really should. I don't know. Raccoon Hep Taylor asked a very good question. Will the Knicks use both of their picks? Put it this way. I would doubt it. But if they did, I can see them getting 2 players that are both developmental players that they both put in the G League. I can see them doing that. Or packaging them for a trade up for somebody like a Chris Murray. Or packaging them for a trade of a superstar, you know. So that kind of thing. So we'll see. You know, we'll see. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. But we'll see. Yeah, and I agree with you, Talento. And they may have to trade up to get Chris Murray. They may have to trade up to get him. They're not going to be able to trade up to get into the top 5. That's not going to happen. Yeah, they're not going to be able to trade up to get into the top 5. They're not getting Scoot Henderson, and they're not getting Victor Wembanyama. And anybody that tells you that's possible is high. You're not going to get them. There's no team in the NBA that's going to have the rights to either of those guys that are going to give that up. You are not getting that. So forget it. Let's look where in our range, which is probably 15 and under. Yeah. Now forget Caruso. He doesn't fit. He's not going to be in the 9-man rotation. And there's nobody in the 9 rotation I would take out to get Alex Caruso. I'm sorry. Let him soak his ankles and go somewhere else. Maybe to LA or something. That's not, no Alex Caruso. No, thank you. No Zach LaVine. No, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, not doing it. Not doing it. Not doing it. No, thank you. KP would be tremendous. Exactly. And you have to watch him because if you try to double Julius, he's going to kill you. RJ is going to open the floor for RJ. And forget Brunson. Oh, my gosh. No. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. And you got rim protection. And you still got Mitchell Robinson. No, brother. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about that one. I would pay him his money now. Let's get KP in here again. And he would be a model citizen. You'd have no problem with him this time. He's a mature man now. He came to New York as a kid. He's a mature man now. Okay. Yeah, I would take him. Definitely take him. Yeah, I would definitely take him. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's a mature man. If you listen to Evan, I told you this before, but if you listen to his comments after this past game, he was telling you, he said, I messed up. He said, I could have did this better. He said, I love New York. He said, I miss playing there. He said all of that. He said, no other cities like New York. I thought there was. He said that. See? He wouldn't have to, though, Jason. That's a good point, Jason bring up. I think they play KP. Let me see. What is he playing now? KP is playing this year 31 minutes a game. 30, actually playing 33 minutes a game, and he only missed 4 games. So I think he can play 28 minutes. I think he can. Mitch Rob is getting like 28. I think KP will get 28. I think he can. So I think we'll be in good shape. I wouldn't worry about him. KP. He asking Miles Turner or KP? KP. Definitely KP. Definitely KP. Miles Turner is good. I'm not saying Miles Turner is trash, but I want KP. Yeah. I want KP, man. We drafted him. He's a stretch 5 on the real. He's IQ, high IQ, great passer from the 5 spot. And of course, rim protection, which Miles Turner offers as well. No, I take KP, definitely. Take KP. And to me, he fits next to Julius Randle better. Oh man. Yeah, and I'd have Mobb Deep would be Mitchell Robinson, Obi Toppin, Emmanuel Quickley, and Deuce McBride. Whoa. Like I said, that's Mobb Deep on steroids, man. That's Mobb Deep on steroids right there. That's Mobb Deep on steroids. So, yes, I would do it. I don't know if this is going to get done. We might be just talking and it may not get done, but I'm saying watch for it. Watch for it. That's all I'm saying. Just watch for it. Next summer. Not right now, next summer. If KP opts out, watch out. Yeah, you might be right, Luke. You might be right. And if that's the case, I would give him 3 years, $90 million, and the option on the 3rd year. That's what I would do. I would give him 3 years, $90 million, and he'd have an option on the 3rd year, a team option on the 3rd year. I would do that. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. I would do it. I wouldn't give him a 5-year deal. He wouldn't get no 5-year deal. I'd give him a 3-year deal. He can get that. Okay. I don't think Mitch would. Mitch wants to win. He's getting his money. Mitch is getting his $60 million. So I don't think Mitch would be unhappy with that. Mitch is getting his money. Okay. He's getting his money. So he wants to win. And that would bring us to the possibility of being in the ECF. You put that team together and the Knicks are an Eastern Conference Finals threat. I'm telling you right now. You put that team together. So you keeping everybody, you signing KP as a free agent. That is an Eastern Conference Finals threat. You got the continuity. You got a guy that's been in New York before. It ain't like he ain't worried. You worried about him handling New York. That's Kristaps Porzingis. Yes, it would be very good. Yeah, that would be very good. We're Eastern Conference Finals threat with that team. Okay, very much so. So, yeah, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, y'all. It would be interesting. Really interesting. I'm not worried about our 3-point shooting proficiency. I'll be honest with you. Like I said, let's just play this 9-man rotation. They're going to get better. I'm not worried about them. RJ is shooting the lights out. You'll know that, right? RJ is shooting the lights out. And you know Grimes is going to. And you know that Randall is getting better as the season. No, we're all right. 3-pointers, we're good, man. I'm telling you. Don't worry about that. Let this 9-man rotation play. Let them gel. We're going to be good. I'm telling you, it's going to be good. Oh, defending it? Well, do you know that in the last 20 games, the Knicks are number 1 in the NBA or number 2 at defending the 3-point line? I know. Isn't that wild? In the last 20 games, since the winning streak, they are number 2, I think, in the NBA defending the 3-point line. So don't worry. I'm trying to tell y'all worry too much. Yeah, y'all worry too much. It's going to be fine. Just let them play. Let this 9-man rotation play. They're going to be fine. Don't worry. Just let them play. Okay? It's going to be fine. It's going to be good. I'm not worried about none of the guys in the 9-man rotation right now. Yes, I'd like to see Deuce get more minutes consistently. Tom is messing with him yo-yoing a little bit, but I'm even not worried about that. Deuce is going to get more time as he's in the system, in Thibs' system. Y'all know Thibs is very big on guys that came up in his system, that went through his hell, and that can play. And that's Deuce. So he's going to be here. I'm not worried about Deuce. Deuce is going to get his chance. He's in the rotation. He's a solid piece in the rotation. He's going to get his chance. I'm not worried about Deuce at all. We're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. Just play this 9-man rotation. Don't do nothing. Don't do nothing to break it up. That's all I'm telling you. Yeah, don't do nothing to break it up. Yeah, I hope they get rid of Hackenstein like at least next summer. Let's just move on. Sims is here. We could play Sims. Yeah, KP wants to come back. I know he does. Listen, did any of y'all see the interview or read the interview that he did about the Knicks? Did any of y'all see that interview? He said he loved Madison Square Garden. There's no other place to play like Madison Square Garden. Things were different. He wouldn't have did it that way. He said all that. He wants to come back. I'm telling you. And I'm telling you, if he came back, he wouldn't be no problem. He'd fit right into the locker room. He would fit right in with the rest of the guys. He'd fit right in. He fit right in. The fans would love him. And brothers and sisters and Knicks Nation, we'd be all that in a bag of chips. I'm telling you, we would. We really would. So, what are you trading to get Kuminga? That's the question. It's not just a simple question, LaFleur. You got to say, who are you giving up to get Kuminga? Who are you giving up? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that. Like I'm saying, y'all looking too much at trades. Stop looking at trades. We don't need to trade nobody right now. Let's leave our 9 men. Could y'all just leave these 9 guys? Let them play? Forget all these trades. Forget it. And Kuminga wouldn't play. Where's he going to play? No. Forget the trades. Stop asking for trades. Get that word out of your vocabulary for a few months, okay? No trades. No trades. No trades. We got our 9 guys. Keep our 9 guys. Let them play. Will y'all just let them play without wanting to trade one every 5 seconds? Let's just let them play. Okay? We good. Let's talk about trades next summer. Next summer, when it's time to draft somebody, let's talk about trades. When some superstar wants to come out, let's talk about trades. But right now, stop scouting the other teams to see if you can pilfer somebody. We don't need nobody. We good. I'm telling y'all, we good. We top 6 in the East. Top 6. And we breathing down. Who's behind? Who's in front of us? I think we breathing down the 5 spots neck right now. The Knicks are top 6, and they're 2 games behind Philly right now. Yep, they're 2 games behind Philly for the 5th spot. So we breathing down their necks. We right there. Yeah. No, we don't need to mess with our 9-man rotation. Let's leave it alone. And listen, there's a good chance, and I think you all would agree. Would you all agree with me if I said there's a good chance that the Knicks can go into Detroit and win tomorrow? And I'm not saying, I'm just saying the Knicks have a good chance to go into Detroit tomorrow and win. Right? I'm just saying, I'm being conservative. They have a good chance to go into Detroit and win that game. Okay. So if they were to go into Detroit and win that game, that would be 3 straight. Right? That would be 3 straight. Right? And I don't think last year they had even any stretch where they won more than 3 in a row last year, the Knicks. We've already had in the first half of the season an 8-win streak and a 4-game win streak. So they're way ahead of last year. So I'm saying we'd be 3 straight. We would have 25 wins, right? We'd have 25 wins. Or is it right? They'd have 25 wins. Yep. And that would be their 3rd straight win. No, don't sleep on it. That's why I said there's a good chance. I didn't say it's a slam dunk, right? Because some people think it's a slam dunk. I'm not saying it's a slam dunk. But there's a good shot. They walk in there and beat Dwayne Casey's team tomorrow. If they could do that, we would have 25 wins. We'd be 25-19 after 44 games. We would be on pace for about 46 or 47 wins at that point. Do you hear me? We'd be on pace for 46 or 47 wins at that point. Okay. Yeah, see? So I'm not messing with my 9-man rotation for Kuminga, for Jujinga, for anybody right now. I'm not messing with my 9-man rotation. I'm just chilling right now. What we do at the trade deadline, we got something for Cam or Evan or D Rose. We can do something for them. Okay, great. Bring back some expiring money. Give me some 2nd-round picks. We done. We move on. I should do that, Black Appropriate. It's that Raw Hebrew Remnant. It's the league, right? And so that's all I'm saying right now. If I'm Leon, I'm saying I'm just chilling. I'm in the office, chilling, whatever. Give me my 9 men. We're good. I mean, Cherokee Indian, anyone hype for? Yeah, I want to watch the game tomorrow. That's why I'm doing this tonight. My wife and I are going out with family at noon tomorrow. And then we're coming back, and I am watching that game after the Knicks game. I'm watching the Giants tomorrow. The Giants tomorrow. That's right. Let's go Big Blue, baby. Let's go Big Blue. Yeah, let's go Big Blue tomorrow, baby. Let's go Big Blue. That's all I'm saying. So, let's go Big Blue. Yo, Castillo, what you doing? I thought me and you and Alex was going to do something. Where Alex at? Is Alex in here? I thought we was going to do something. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I thought we was going to do something. I don't know. But any hoochie woochie, as my wife would say, as my wife, my sweet Boricua would say, any hoochie woochie. That's right. I'm hyped tomorrow. We got the Knicks and the Giants in the playoffs. It don't get much better than that, baby. And so let's see if we can get a W over there in Detroit and get 25 wins, get our third straight. And then let's get these G-men across the finish line. Yeah, let's get these G-men across the finish line. Well, I wasn't even sure. I was thinking tomorrow, Castillo. I was thinking tomorrow. But I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That's up to y'all. I don't know. I can't mess with no mofongo right now. I can't mess with it right now. Y'all know I'm doing strict keto right now. I'm doing strict keto, and I'm doing strict intermittent fasting right now. I'm supposed to be doing 6 hours a day, but really I've been doing 4 hours a day. My window. But I could do 6. I'll do 6 for tomorrow, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I would love the Giants to beat Minnie tomorrow. That would be great. Yep. Let's get it done. They fully healthy too. Let's go. Let's do this. Yeah, I don't think so, Taylor. I think we're good. I'm not messing with this team. We don't need nothing right now. We just need this team to gel. See what I'm saying, Taylor? Let me explain to you while I say that. Aside from the obvious record, right? Winning their third straight would be now, if they did that, they'd be 25-19, 6 games over 500, top 6 in the East, all that. But aside from that, we're not seeing the best of them yet. We got to let them play. Let's stop talking trades and let these 9 guys gel. We haven't seen the best of them yet. Let's give them 10 games, 12 more games to start gelling. Let's see what happens by the All-Star break. I think we're going to see an even better team. So let's let them play without talking about trades. We don't need nothing right now. Let's just let it go. They're still developing. You know what I'm saying? Just let it go. Don't worry about what they are right now. Think about them in 12 games once the 9 men get to gel a little bit. Okay, that's all I'm saying. We'll be all right. Yeah. Yeah, he got on my last nerve. He hit the third rail, man. Yeah, it was all good until he started trolling my channel. Then he hit the third rail. And I was like, oh, shoot, this Negro hit the third rail. He done messed up, man. You know what happens when you hit the third rail? That's it, baby. You done got the 10,000 votes. You done. You know what I mean? So, yeah, anyway, is what it is. Is what it is, man. But anyway, let me go to my beloved. You crazy. You crazy. Oh, some of you are so outrageous. Only in New York do you get fans like this, Only in New York you got fans like that. That make you laugh like that. Oh my gosh. All right. With that, my friends and my fam in Knicks Nation. Here's the scar. Oh, don't get me started. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to say no more. Y'all trying to coax some problems. Y'all trying to act like Mark Berman right now. You should stop acting like Mark Berman. Y'all should stop acting like Berman. Have a good evening, Miss Stevenson. So faithful. I appreciate you. Love you. Appreciate you. Appreciate all y'all in Knicks Nation. Love y'all. Thank you for the super chats. Y'all blessed. Y'all blessed the old man today with the super chat. And y'all blessed the old man with the joy, with the fun, with the chat. All good. We're gonna talk about Detroit before Monday. We'll do a little Detroit review, and then we'll do the preview for Toronto. And I want to again thank all of y'all for hanging out with us. Thank you again for the blessings. Y'all at the Super Chat especially. Thank you. Shalom to all of you. And please enjoy this weekend and enjoy your family. And please be safe out there. It's a dangerous world. Shalom.